Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, Digital Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be playing in this Tier 8 German tank destroyer, the Kanonen Jagdpanzer 105. Now, this tank is incredibly good in certain aspects, and as well very bad in others. First of all, it carries a great gun. A Leopard gun at that. It's got okay DPM at 2,570, but oof, that dispersion at .290 with an aiming time of 2.6 seconds, that is absolutely amazing. The penetration of 268 on the standard and 330 on the premium is plenty to cut through even the thickest of tier 9 armor you are coming up against. The alpha damage at 350 is pretty nice in the sweet spot there, and it's got plenty of heat penetration as well to cut through with that 300 damage per shot on the premium. So the gun's great. Apart from the poor DPM, you don't need to worry about the gun all too much. The traverse of the gun is 8 degrees on the depression and 15 on the elevation, and it has some of the best camouflage for a tier 8 vehicle in the game. Basically, if you're in a bush, you're not getting detected. You can see it's got 66% concealment, and to compare that to another very good concealed tank, we got up like the RHM, and it's at 79%, so very close to a vehicle like the RHM on concealment, but this thing actually goes 55 kilometers per hour forward and 20 in reverse, with a power to weight ratio of 22.5 and traverse speed of 52 degrees a second. So everything about the vehicle is actually pretty solid. The biggest issue is just that it doesn't really have the DPM to suit the vehicle's playstyle. It has literally no armor. Like, everything can penetrate you, which is not good. It's basically an RU-251 that had the turret taken off of it, and then you just, boom, plopped on a tank destroyer gun. Now, I like that. I think the tank is very engaging to play because it's super fast, it's got a great gun, and it's super mobile. But the issue is this: it doesn't have DPM that supports it very well. Vehicles like the TS5 and most tier 8 tank destroyers nowadays are sitting at around 3,000 damage per minute when you think about it. So this tank at 2,500 is a big issue. But we're going to see what we can do here in this battle. Now, of course, the reason I'm making a video on this tank is because it is in the stores today for the price tag of, I think it's 15,000 gold if you wanted it fully kitted out, and about 1,250 if you wanted it, or not 1,250, but 12,500. Imagine if it was only $5, but no. It's 12,000 gold if you wanted to get it without any camouflage or anything like that. One thing that always surprises me about when I think about money in wargaming is the fact that you can get a completely AAA game like Grand Theft Auto 5 for $60 US, or you can get a tank in World of Tanks Blitz for the same price. I just always found that weird, how wargaming is able to milk so much money out of the game, but that's one thing that I guess comes with wargaming. Either way, not much to be shot at over there, so I'm guessing this AMX 5120 is about to turn into a smoldering pile of nothingness. We're just going to say that. So let's put my tank here. As I said, I've got a really good camouflage rating, so hopefully I should not be detected unless I shoot, but I did shoot there, so I am now detected. But you did see there was the fantastic gun. Easy snap into the side of that Tiger too. It was literally just a walk in the park. Now we're going to poke it again. Is there anybody else that wants to play? Oh, that's a T-49. We're going to back up. We are going to back up. Now, funny enough, that 49 did not actually spot me until I think I fired that shell. Again, another thing that shows you just how good the camouflage is on the Kanonen 105. But you also saw the big issues with it. First of all, we already got shot by that Panther, and yeah, the armor really did nothing there. So, you got to be careful about the armor. We got the ST1 here. Back up, back up. Oh, wow. Ho, ho, ho. Bad player, I guess, right? Let's just reload here one more time. Let's go for that lower plate. Thank you very much, good sir. Now we're going to pull forwards. But he's going to go right through me if he knows anything about this game. Shoot him, and let's see if we can block him with my gun. Come on, come on. Gun block him, gun block him. No! No, like, clearly this guy is not great. I noticed that he was stocked, so, yeah, he's not much of a threat for me. We very easily took him out, and now I'm going to drive away again. Now that looks like death over there. If I'm going to be honest, that looks like a lot more death than what's over to this side, so I'm going to go this way. Let's skadoosh past the VK and keep going over here, because I don't want to play with that. I really can't afford to get hit by a T-49 anytime soon. So what do they have? Well, they got the M5Yo up top. We obviously know they've got the 49 of the vehicles down to the side, and we have taken out 2 vehicles. They're down an ST1 and a Tiger 2, but our team's starting to bleed a lot of health, and we are down at tier 9 as well. So, yeah, that's not good. We're about to be an eye for an eye. So I'm going to continue flanking. I'm thinking that maybe if I can get off to their rear, this is going to be really good as a distraction. So let's keep going. Just, oh, wow, maybe I should look in front of me where I'm driving. That was really bad driving. All right, let's keep going. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. All right, so there's the yo, right off onto the side, and hopefully we should just be able to get a big ol' slap into his tank. Aiming and yeet! There you go. One nice tap into the yo, and now we're going to back up, and hopefully we should be able to get like one more shell into him, and yeet! There you go. The yo is taken out. We've got vehicles like the tortoise aiming at me there, but there's a very easy way to negate that tortoise aiming at me, and that would just be to move my vehicle off to this side so he can't get a shell into me. So let's aim in on this T-28. Aiming, aiming, aiming. You can see where that not so great DPM is really not so great. It struggles a lot. Like, we're just sitting here aiming at this guy and aiming and aiming and but we did get the shell out, so not too bad. We used the mobility of the tank to get in the position, and because of that, we were pretty solid there. Actually, we did, what, about 2,800 damage? We did 2,776, so that was pretty decent. I can't really complain for that first game in the Kanonen. It was a bit hectic, and sure, we did kill that ST1, which was a completely terrible player, but for the most part, it was a very solid game, and it showed where the tank is decent. You know, we were easily able to only use standard ammo that entire game, didn't have to fire one single heat shell. Not only that, but the gun did its job. We didn't really miss any shots. I will say, though, the on-movement dispersion is a little poor. You do need to aim it a lot. Now, one thing that I always say about these tank reviews is that I would not suggest to buy this vehicle. It's a niche tank, you know? There's nothing really iconic about this vehicle that I would suggest to go for. The Scorpion G goes 50 kilometers per hour. The Scorpion G has 460 damage per shot, basically the same dispersion. I think it actually has more DPM, and the vehicle just is better, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean the Kanonen's a bad vehicle. A lot of people gave this tank the raps as a bad tank. I don't think it's bad by any means. It's just, it's not good. It's just an okay vehicle, you know? You can do anything in this tank that you can do in most other tank destroyers, kind of like the Jagdpanther 2. But either way, let's push our way up on into position and see if we can get out some more damage here. I do really like the gun and the mobility, and even the look of the tank with this camouflage I put on it, it looks so nice. I just wish they had kept it upwards of 3,000 DPM. Then it would have actually been really, really solid. Just that 500 DPM giving it an 8.1 second reload, it's not great. Let's push our way up on here. Turn, turn, turn. We got that good traverse speed at least. And there we go, aiming it on the glacial. And yeet! Wow! 0.92 dispersion. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? Because that was awful. I don't think that shot could have gone any freaking worse than that. That was the worst shot I've ever seen. Oh my god. Let's try again. There you go. That was better. That was a normal shell. Now, the good thing, as we've talked about, is that this thing has very good camouflage, which means that I shouldn't be worried about being detected at all. Let's aim it on that T-49. Ah, that's a rip. And, of course, now he's going to poke it, which means that, well, I could have just fired it then. I've got to be careful, though. Clearly, their tanks are pushing in very aggressively, so I need to back up now. I have a feeling I'm detected, which I'm not. Wow, that's actually showing great amends for how good the camouflage is on this vehicle. But we are stuck on this hill. That's not great. Gonna be honest, that is not what I wanted. I'm trying to make my way over this hill. Yeah, okay, we're over the hill. Let's aim it on the Panther 8.8. Yeet! There you go. He's taken out. All that's left is the T-54 threat, and that's a pretty solid win for the mediums over here. So let's see if we can get a shell into the T-54. Boom! Oh, man, this gun really struggles on movement dispersion, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's just aim in a shell here, and thank you. Oh my god, the lag! Are you kidding me? Oh, this is so irritating me. Oh my, this gun is incredibly accurate. The lag... Oh my god, okay. I'm going to slowly end myself. Alright, let's try this again. Look at that! I penned a shell! I only lost half of my health for it. Yay! Wow, so one of the shells lagged, one of the shells missed, the other one bounced off the rear of his tank. This is the game's trying to really make me hate this tank. I'm gonna be honest. It's really trying. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got the IS-5 fire. There you go. Finally, a nice shot. Unfortunately, it low rolled about 80 damage there, but well, I guess it hit, so I can't complain. I'm not gonna say anything bad. We've got the 112 who was taken out. We've got the RHM up top the hill there. He's probably gonna back off, and all that's left is the Hori Type 2. Who hasn't really done much to what I'm aware. So let's push in the position. We're only at about 1,300 damage because of unfortunate circumstances, to say none the least. So yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. Oh, we got the Hori here. Aiming, and fire. There you go. Nice tap into the Hori. Let's see if we can get maybe another one out. He's just kind of chilling there. So, yeah, I can't complain. We can get off another, 900 hit points, too, which means we should actually be able to get out some very nice damage on him. So let's poke this. Hello, Hori. How are you doing? Boom. There you go. Max roll into the Hori. He fired, and with that, finally, we have broken the 2,000 damage barrier, which is all I've really been needing in the first place. So there you go. Another nice shot into the Hori's lower plate, 2494. And let's finish him off. The chances of him one-shotting me are decently high, but yeah, that's about what I expected. I did not think we were going to be one-shot. And there you have it, folks. Even though the beginning of this game was very pain, we were able to come out with a decent victory at 2,646 damage. In fact, if we had penetrated one of those 18,000 shells on the T-54 there, we surprisingly would have been sitting at around 3,200-ish damage, so not bad. But hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. As I said, the take's not bad. We did very good even with that unfortunate circumstance for the second game there. The mobility's fantastic. It's just that in a carrying example, it struggles. If you're in a battle where you're against 1 versus 2 or your team's falling apart, there's not much you can do because you have no armor. Like if we take a look at the armor of this tank, it's 75 on the front, 30 on the sides, and 15 on the rear. And that's not really strong armor indication there. So you got to be really careful. But I think the tank's fun. And for anybody that bought the tank, I don't think it's actually a bad vehicle at all. So hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. And other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.